Normal is getting dressed in clothes that you buy for work and driving through traffic in a car that you are still paying for. In order to get to the job, you need to pay for the clothes and the car and the house that you leave vacant all day so you can afford to live in it. Ellen Goodman. Hello folks, this is Off Grid Bo. Some of you already know my story, but for those who don't, let's begin. Ever since I was a young boy, I dreamed of living in a cabin in the woods. Growing up, I was fortunate enough to be surrounded by people who loved the great outdoors. Now, my father had 11 brothers and sisters. Most of them would hunt and fish during the seasons. And boy, was I excited when I was old enough to join in on the fun. When I was age 5, my father purchased a large acreage lot and built a house on it. I was always missing. I remember either my mother or my father yelling off the back porch for me and hearing their voices echo through the woods while I was either skipping rocks in the stream or building teepees out of branches. I remember thinking how amazing it would be to just live out in these woods all the time and how free I felt. Later in life, I was introduced to Alone in the Wilderness, featuring Dick Proenneke himself. Let me tell you, this got my blood flowing. So let's fast track forward. Aging into my 20s, I could never get the wilderness out of my mind. I was always going for hikes in the high peaks and tent camping every chance I had a day off. The woods was still the place I'd go to find peace and balance. The woods was my church. So in my late 20s, I knew it was time to have that peace and balance every day of my life. So I built a tiny cabin in the woods at age 29. It was an experimental cabin built for $300. It may not be pretty, but boy, was it worth it. My experiment was a success. And I'm certain now that this is the life I want to live and ready to start the next journey. And I hope you stick around to follow my next adventure. And I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart for the support and new friendships. Thank you.